Supercomputers. Hey, Super fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a little video. It's a little tutorial video on some software. Haven't done one of these before, so we're just going to see how it goes. But we had a request from one of our Superfan members to do a how-to video on how to install Discord. So I'm going to run through some basic setups here, and we're just going to take a look at how to install it, how to kind of do a basic setup of the of some of the settings. And it should be enough to at least get you going if you want to join our Discord server, and if you want to jump in and play some games while also voice chatting. Honestly, for me, Discord is like one of the best and easiest ways for PC gamers anyway to communicate with each other, because most in-game voice chats, I mean, we've had so many issues on Call of Duty while we've been playing, like Black Ops Cold War. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I like to play Call of Duty Zombies a lot. Yeah, their in-game voice chat is just terrible. Like, sometimes one person can hear everybody while one or two people can't hear that person. It's kind of messed up. But other games are kind of the same way, where they don't have a great in-game voice chat. And honestly, I don't blame them for not trying any at this point, because if you're on a PC, most people, I feel like, use Discord. It's just a really easy app to use once you get the hang of it. So without further ado, here's the how-to video. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment in the section below. I'll leave a link to the Discord website where you can go download the app as well in the description. But yeah, so here we go. All right. So first, we're going to open our web browser. I use Google Chrome. And for me, at the top of my page, I'm going to go to open a new tab, which is this plus button here. And now in the link here, I think it's www.discord.com. There we go. So and I just hit enter. Now you just click download for Windows. And it goes right into my download folder. That's where I got it pointed to. If you want this to go somewhere else, you can navigate into the either a different folder or a different drive, wherever you want your downloads to go. But I use the default Windows setup here. So I go save. For me, since I'm using Google Chrome, it shows down in the bottom left here that Discord setup has completed. So either I can just click on it, or I can click this little arrow up and go show in folder, or I can also go open from here. If you're using like Microsoft Edge, I think it's up in the corner, upper right-hand corner. And I'm not sure about Firefox because I don't use it. So I'm going to just go open. And then Discord will start its installation. So when Discord installs, it will open up this, and you can either, if you already have a Discord, then you can enter in your login information. But I'm assuming if you're watching this video that you might not have a account already set up. So you have to click this register button. So if you do that, you can do that all within the app. You'd enter an email address, a valid email that you currently have. You'd make up a username. So if we do something like, I'll do Superman33. Probably going to tell me that the account is already made, but then you just come up with a password, your date of birth, click continue. So you'd have to fill in all this stuff, and then you click continue, and then that should get you your login information. You might have to verify your email, and if you do, then you have to go to whatever email, go to whatever email service. So if you got Gmail or Hotmail, if you're using your Microsoft account or Outlook or whatever, you can go Microsoft.com and log into your email. You'll have to find the email from Discord if they ask you to confirm your email, and then you have to click on the link within that email. Then you can go down and you can open up Discord again. So then you can come back to here. And enter in your password. I am human. So because I have two-factor authentication on my account, I have an app on my phone that I have to log into. And you probably, if it's your first time logging into Discord, you probably won't have this step. But I do, so I have to look up my code. Enter my code. Now I'm logged in. It's going to tell you some little pop-ups and stuff like that. If it's your first time logging in, it might walk you through, you know, a bunch of stuff about it. You can just kind of follow the prompts and just click continue as it goes until you kind of see a screen something like this. This is like your home screen. So a couple things in Discord. Once you're in, it's a good idea to set up your audio devices. So if you're using a headset or a mic and they're plugged in, you can go down to this little cog to user settings. So in here, you can go down to voice and video. All right, so when you click on voice and video, in here, it's going to give you a bunch of different options. For simply voice chatting in Discord, you know, if you only have one audio in and out thing on your computer, probably leaving these options up at the top for default is probably just fine. For me, I have multiple, like I have a microphone on my camera that's up here. I have this microphone. I also have a mixer, which could have another microphone on it. So I like to change these to be exactly what I want them to be. I also have multiple headphone outputs on my computer and an external DAC and my mixer. So I like to make sure that I have the right thing selected. So my input device, that's my microphone. And so if you click this drop down, now if you only have one option in here, then leaving it at default's fine. However, selecting the microphone that maybe if there is only one, we'll always keep it to that microphone. So if you ever plug in a second mic, then it shouldn't change in Discord. So I'm going to choose my Zoom V3, which is what I'm talking to you guys through right now. And I'm going to choose my output device as, you know, so this is just me personally. I'm going to make it go through my mixer. Because on my mixer, I have some audio settings. I can adjust the game volume versus the voice volume while I'm playing. So I like all of my voice chat to specifically come through my mixer. So that way I can adjust voice chat volume against my game volume. If you only have one option, like a lot of people will have some type of Realtek digital output. If you're using just the headphone jack on your motherboard, Realtek is a really common audio output. If you're using a USB headset, then it might be something different. Or if you have like some type of external headphone, either amp or some other type of hardware device that you want the Discord voice chat to come through on, then you'd select that. But again, for me, I'm going to select my Yamaha AG06 mixer. And then if you're for your for your input volume and output volumes, I like to leave these just at 100%. You can play with those to your liking. I would start them at 100%. And if you find that people are saying to you that your voice chat is way too loud, you can adjust this volume down, because this is going to adjust the volume of your mic, but only on Discord. So if you're using any other type of voice chat like Steam or in-game voice chat that might be built into whatever game you're playing, this won't decrease that volume. You'll have to do that in the game or in the other application. The output volume, this is how loud people are to you. And so if you you can adjust this up or down. I'd probably start it at 100% and just see. If you find that people's voices are quieter than the game volume of whatever game you're playing, then what you can do is you can click the buttons while you're in the game. You can click the buttons Alt Tab, and it will bring up a list of all of your while you're holding Alt. So I hold Alt, and then I hit Tab. Just press it once. I still continue to hold Alt, and now I have my mouse cursor, and I can bring up. These are all of the windows that I currently have open. So if I'm in game, I can switch over and I can just click the Discord button, and it will bring up my Discord in front of my game. And then I can come into these settings and I can adjust my output volume to be maybe, let's say if the voice chat of whoever I'm talking to is not loud enough, I can come in here and I can increase the output volume of the voice chat. Again, I'd probably just leave it at on 100%. It's probably fine. But yeah, those are just for those of you that have some issues with hearing people while you're playing. If you want to check if your microphone's working, you can click this Let's Check, and you can see that my my mic is picking up stuff right now. I'm getting some weird feedback, so it's kind of distracting. So I'm gonna click that again. But that just lets you know that your whatever microphone on your input device that you have selected, that it's working, and you'll hear it through your headset, kind of like I just did. That's, for basic setup, that's pretty much it. There is a video, you can because you can stream, I believe, with Discord. I don't use Discord to stream, so I don't really care about it, and I have never used it. But this is where you'd set your camera if you wanted to stream with Discord. So that's basic stuff. There are some Windows settings. I like Discord to open when my computer starts. So I have it set to open Discord when my computer starts up. I also like it to start minimized in my system tray. So down in the bottom right here, you'll notice I have a bunch of apps down here already open. I like all of those to start when I start Windows. So that way I don't have to start them manually. Some of you might not like that because it does take a little bit longer sometimes for slower computers. So if you don't want it to start, you'd come to these Windows settings and you'd uncheck these two. Well, I think if you uncheck this, it automatically unchecks that one. I like the close button to minimize to the system tray. So when I click close, it doesn't actually close Discord. It actually goes down to the system tray here. And some of you might have all of these icons not showing, so you'll have to click a little up arrow. If you want these icons to show like the way that I have, you can do a quick Google search to find out how. That's kind of outside the scope of this video. But you can, once you see your Discord button, you can just click it once with left click, and it will bring it back open. So now that that's kind of, set up, there's a bunch of other settings in Discord that's kind of outside the scope of this video. This is just supposed to be a basic kind of tutorial. So when we come back over here in Discord, this is kind of your here's all your friends that are online, and here's all of my direct messages that I've had with people. Here's all of your Discord servers that you're a member of that you can click into. This button adds a server. That's if you wanted to create your own. So if you click this, you can just say create on own. You can choose from a template. And again, so a server, now let's kind of go into what a server is. A server is just a community page. This is the Zooper Crew, and I set this up manually, and I went through all of this, and I'm not going to get into how I did that. That's outside the scope of this video as well. But let's say for the Zooper Crew, if you wanted to join this server, you have to get an invite, or you have to have a link to join it. And a way to do that, I'll just show you for the Zooper computers, the Zooper Crew. If you go to zoopercomputers.com in your web browser, you go over to community, you go down and you find the Discord button, which is this one right here, and you click it. It'll say It should open a new tab or a new window. Then you just say continue to Discord. And then you just log in like normal. And it opens it up in here. And now when you join, it will bring you to probably a, for supercomputers, the Super Crew, I think it brings you to like a rules page that you have to agree to. And then once you're in, you can see all the people that are currently online. And you can click around. So you got things called the text channels, which are channels that sort of have, for our server, every channel that you click in has like a description of what the channel is kind of for. And we have like a general chat, we have news and updates, buy sell trade channel. There's also these really awesome one called voice channels. So this is how you talk to people in Discord while you're playing a game. So if I came into this this page here and I clicked on general, or if you click on any of these, then it automatically brings you into the voice channel. So I'm muted, and I think that's because I'm in the browser right now and I don't give my browser access to my microphones. So I'm going to actually just close this page, come back over to my app, and kind of continue from here. So once you've joined the channel, it should show up in your servers list in your app. So now we're going to go down to general. And like right now I'm in general chat. And because I don't have like a push to talk button, it's just everything that I'm saying through my microphone right now. If there were other people in this chat right now, I'd be hearing them and I'd be able to talk with them. So this is how you get into voice chat, and then you basically just minimize the app, and whoever's in that voice chat channel with you, you can communicate with, and then you can open up your game. And so now when you're playing your game, then you can talk to each other, even through loading screens and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much the basics of Discord. Now, in order to get out of this voice chat channel, there's two things that either you can do. Either you can close down the app. Now, again, in my case, I actually have Discord going to my minimized tray, so it's still open. So I'm still in voice chat. And down here, the Discord icon has changed to a little green circle. And you can see that when I stop talking, the circle doesn't light up. But as soon as I start talking, it lights up. So I can open this back up again. If I wanted to quit out of Discord for me, I would have to right-click this and click Quit Discord. Or to get out of this voice chat channel, if I want to stay in Discord, but I don't want to be in this voice chat channel anymore, I can click this little disconnect button. And now if I wanted to, I could go into a different server and join another voice chat or voice channel. Or if I wanted to go into a different voice channel, you can just simply click between the voice channels. We have some that are specifically for certain games that have a player or user limit on them, like the Black Ops Zombies, Fortnite, Escape from Tarkov. They have a 6-person limit in each one of those channels, and I can create more voice channels depending on the games that people want to play. So that way it kind of just keeps everybody separate. So people in general 01 voice channel can't hear people in general 02 if there are people there. So another quick thing, and then we'll wrap this up. I know this video is kind of getting longer than I anticipated, but now let's say if you want to just send a text message to somebody, or like basically like not a text message, like a message, you can go to your home here. You click on home, and now you can click on your friends, and you can see who's online, or you can click this all button, and you can send messages just by clicking. Let's see. Let's send one of my friends a message. We'll send my sister a message. So I sent my sister a message just now. And so yeah, she should get that. If you can get Discord on your phone as well, so you can have the app and you can get notifications from people to get like a message, through Discord on your app. Remember that you have this. The home button is at the top left of the page. You have your settings button and that little cog in the kind of the bottom there, and then you have all of your servers that you can go to. If I wanted to get out of my direct messages here, like I can go back to my friends and I can go find another friend to direct message to see if maybe they're going to get online or whatever. And if I want to go back to the server, then I go to the server. I go to, if I want to chat with somebody, you can arrange, hey, what voice chat channel you want to go into just by sending them messages. And then you just click into there. All right. Well, that's it. All right. So thanks, guys, for joining me on the video today. It got to be a little bit longer than I anticipated it being, but I hope that it provided enough information for you to at least get going, to install, to log in, as well as to join a server and join in on some voice chat. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll get right to them. I do answer every single question that I can. If you have any feedback, I always appreciate feedback. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. You can also check out some of my other social media links in the description below, as well as my website. If you're looking for a gaming computer, please let me know. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and make it a super day. The supercomputers.